Madam Speaker, this is the question I want to ask you right now. Was the House, I'm talking not you as an individual, was the House as a whole satisfied with this document that was signed by the president? Was it
I
recognizable after the signature, after it was signed? Please, a yes or a no. If you want to explain, go ahead.
I thank you. Yes, I think because we took time. The fact that it was just sent to the house, we were not there to just rubber stamp things. We took and looked at the crux of the matter, and in looking at them, we, like I say, we could strengthen some things. We could put them in a language that is more palatable as in terms of the law. And so that was done, and there was an overwhelming vote for that, and which is good. And even if you have people that dissent, or even if what, mind you, let me put this again comes into processes, legislative processes. The legislative branch of government cannot hold a session without a quorum, including its committees. The committees too must have a
Very
quorum
important.
before they
Yeah.
carry business. So when the legislative arm of government took that bill and the resolutions, remember they had to, the bill comes and then the resolutions followed, and they have to marry the two and make it in a manner that strengthens that bill, and then give the intent of the people's choices well crafted. So the legislative process requires that there is a quorum before we carry business. With that said, on the 2nd of December, let me backtrack. The
Yeah.
reason the legislative branch had to meet initially before the rest of the Constituent Assembly came was to ensure we had a quorum for that
So
working
you're
session to
telling
be
the people
carried
of
out.
Amazonia that the House had a quorum prior,
Yes,
during, and after the Constituent Assembly sitting.
yes, yes.
Okay.
So our we had to ensure we had that quorum. And so if you anybody who, that document is public document to all the, because people were invited, and we were invited under either a tier or an arm of government, or an advisory or a commission. So everybody had that 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 invitation under the category. For some people it would have meant they were able to be there, or hit that invitation from multiple angles. So the house had to ensure we had a quorum. So we came in earlier, made sure we had our roll call, made sure we had enough members, made sure that things were put in place for that working session. And that's how the house operates. And we have rules that guide and directs the house how we also operate. They are called our terms of reference. And we also have rules, and we have a mission statement. And by the way, we also have an ethical um, document. Part of our rules is so as to guide our conduct as house members. And there are also rules that allow the house members, how, if for whatever reason a house member chooses to put a bill into place, how it goes about. It cannot be one house member that can put a bill. It will not, it doesn't meet the standard. So there are processes of how bills are introduced to the house by especially members. The reason I say a house member, because you could have a grassroots that really feels strongly about something, and they want the house to take it up and maybe bring this up for deliberation. Then they have to have a sponsor, and the
Yeah.
ultimate sponsor, oh, I thought I was losing myself. The ultimate sponsor should be their house representative to bring that. But that one person alone cannot bring that to the floor. There is a process. you must have somebody else to be co-sponsors of those kinds of bills.